am I gonna make now? Tofu and zucchini. I got an idea.
Yep, that's me at 320 pounds. Man, I was living large. Go ahead, you could say it. I was a real fat bastard. But then I got multiple sclerosis. Everything had to change. So I changed it. What else was I gonna do? I'm Rob Brazius, and this is my life. Now it's time to prep the tofu. Carefully slice open the container, making sure not to cut the tofu and get the water all over the place. Invert the package and drain the water out. Next, you're going to want to cut each block into 4 equal parts. Once you're done cutting the tofu, lay it out in a flat plastic container lined with paper towels. Notice I didn't mention any brand names. Hey, I don't see anyone giving me any money at this point. Then you're going to want to cover with more paper towels and weigh it down with whatever you can find. Let it press and drain for at least 4 hours and you'll be good to go. Once it's pressed and drained, we're going to be cubing tofu. And no, I don't mean, hola, yo soy tofu. I mean, we're going to cut the pressed tofu into cubes. Stack 2 pieces and cut lengthwise. Give it a half spin and cut widthwise into even cubes. Muy bueno, mis amigos. Then, get whatever you consider to be a medium red bell pepper. Don't ask me what medium is, I'm not that good with measurement. Kelly does all that for me. I'm more of a dump and go kind of guy, if you know what I mean. Wait, that came out wrong. I just meant that. Moving along. Once you pick the winner, clean out the ribs and seeds and cut it into thin strips. Next, for the sauce you'll need half a jalapeno. Make sure you cut out the ribs and seeds because that's where all the intense heat is. Don't go being a tough guy or tough chick and say, oh, I could take the heat. Don't ruin the recipe for everybody else. You could always add red pepper flake at the table on your portion. Now here is where all those as seen on TV commercials that you always laughed at are going to come in handy. You'll need to pick yourself up a veggetti or a veggetti. I'm not sure of the pronunciation. By the way, this is the only brand name we're ever going to mention here for free, damn it. And with that new magical kitchen device, you're going to make 6 cups of Zoodles. Boy, with all this zucchini and something called a veggetti in the room, I better get out of here before I say something that'll get me in real trouble. I shouldn't be left unsupervised. And now, here's all the good stuff. Try to keep up. You're going to want 1 cup of peanut butter, half a cup of soy sauce, half a cup of rice wine vinegar, half a cup of toasted sesame oil, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, half a jalapeno pepper, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 2 small cloves or 1 large clove of garlic. Grab your favorite high-speed blender and have at it. I'll see you at the stove. All right, so now that we got all our ingredients prepped, let's put them to heat and try not to mess this up too bad. So get your favorite cooking spray. I like an olive oil cooking spray, but you know, all the other name brands can work as well. And you want to coat it liberally. Now don't be afraid, there's going to be a little bit of smoke. I'm using a cast iron skillet only because my grandmother always used a cast iron skillet and I thought it was always really, really cool. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your cube tofu and you want to dump it on the heat. Now listen to this. This is my favorite part of any cooking. I love that sound. That sound just does something to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just kooky like that. All right, so what you want to do is you want to keep them moving. They're going to brown pretty quickly. My heat is about medium high. If you have an electric range, I'm about 7. If you have a gas one, I don't know. Your flame's about this high. What do I know? You want to move it, but you don't want to move it too much. Only because tofu can be kind of delicate. So that's why I suggest getting an extra firm tofu. Just so it doesn't break up and it winds up having a bunch of crumbles on the bottom of the pan and look like feta cheese. We're not making a Caesar salad today.
And I know what everyone's thinking. Oh, you know, Rob got healthy. Rob's talking about healthy cooking, healthy eating, healthy living, healthy everything. Well, why is he doing a dish with peanut butter? Peanut butter is not that healthy. If I started out with a seaweed salad, there was no way you guys are going to stick around. So I chose something that everyone loves. Everyone loves peanut butter. Even the people that are allergic to it, they just can't have it. But trust me, it's still as good as when you used to have it as a kid. But if I started making a seaweed salad, you guys would be clicking off and going Googling somewhere. I'm like a drug dealer. Actually, that's a pretty bad analogy. I'm more like an enabler. I tell you, well, it's okay to do certain things. Rob, should I drink some wine? Why not? Hey, Rob, should I smoke that joint? No one's gonna tell. So yeah, I guess I am an enabler. So you just want to keep this tofu just kind of moving. Not too much, but you can see now it's getting nice and golden brown on the edges. Now that it's starting to brown just a little bit, you want to add your seasonings, all right? I would go with onion powder. You want to be liberal with it because this is going to give you a nice little crust on it. And you follow that up with some garlic powder. Okay, so you have them nice and golden brown. I have pieces flying out all over the place here. I just grab them, throw them back in. Just keep them moving, but be gentle with them, not too much. So now what you want to do, now here comes part of the fun part. Now you want to take about half the peanut sauce and you want to add it to the tofu. Not all of it, just about half. You want a little liquid in there to kind of lube everything up. And give it a good toss. So you can see how the peanut sauce has started to coat everything. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. That's all flavor. That's all caramelizing flavor. Just want to be very gentle with it. Right about now, I lowered my heat to low or just above it. 1, almost 2 on electric ranges. Gas, again, I don't know. See, I'm not here to teach you how to cook. You guys know how to cook. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to give you different ideas because sometimes you might be cooking the same thing over and over and over again. And when you get tired of cooking the same thing over and over and over again, you go into fast food or takeout or something like that. So yeah, this isn't the best meal on the planet for health reasons or anything like that. This is just a little bit naughty for it to be nice. All right, so now that everything is coming together, we're going to add our zoodles. Now, the recipe calls for 5 or 6 cups of zoodles. What you can do is, if you really like, think about when you got Chinese takeout and you got like the cold sesame noodles. Did you like a lot of sauce and a few noodles, like almost like a soup? Then I would do about 4 cups of zoodles. If you have people coming over and you want to stretch the recipe a little bit, someone called last minute, you know, your friend that you never really invite but always finds out when you're doing something, they're going to come over, so you might want to add a couple more cups. So then I would stick to the 5 to 6. But what you want to do is you don't want to add everything all at once. It's all about balance. So I'm going to take some of the zoodles. Don't worry, I wash my hands because Kelly always yells at me for that. And you want to add some zoodles. This, by the way, is 6 cups of zoodles. So I added about half of that. I'm going to give it a turn. Now remember, at this point, you want to keep your heat nice and low because you don't want the zucchini noodles to sweat too much and get too much moisture out into the whole dish. It could make the peanut sauce break on you. So once you toss it a little bit, now it's time for more peanut sauce. Not all of it, just enough. I can't believe it. I've done this. There is not one, I don't know if you could see that. There's not 1 drop of peanut butter on my fingers. I usually have it on my elbow by now, the tip of my nose. Troy's like grabbing at my sneaker because it's on my shoelace. So now you want to take the peanut sauce. You want to try to get it all involved with the zoodles. And what you want to do is you just want to move this around and incorporate it. Eventually you're going to want to get a set of tongs involved. but you want to be very gentle not to break the tofu or the zoodles. So now it's time for a few more zoodles. I would say I'm right about the 5 cup mark. I'm not going to go further than that because I want to see how much further my peanut sauce is going to go. So now I'm going to add the rest of my peanut sauce and see, let's see if I survive this one without getting any peanut all over me. Where have I heard that before? All right, you want to scrape it out, not leave anything behind. This is flavor. This is the magic. This is what makes people sit back and remember what you cooked the next day going, damn, that was good. So now we're going with the tongs and we're just going to toss. And make sure everything is getting coated. So you can see just how amazing everything's coming together. The tofu is pulling the zoodles in. The zoodles is pulling the tofu in. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. It's creamy, it's delicious, it's salty, it's peanut buttery. I'm an English major, but adjectives are failing me right now. Okay, so now we're gonna add our red pepper. And again, I don't like to use everything. I know what recipes call for, but I always reserve just a little bit because sometimes when you plate them, you want a little more color and you put a little stripe on top if you want to get a little creative. All right, so now I'm just going to incorporate. All right, so you know what? I'm looking at this and I think we could use the rest of the peppers. So that's one of the very few times I've been wrong in my life, I just want to say. And just bring everything together. Just look at how everything is coming together. It's beautiful. It's creamy, warm. This kind of meal is great any season because if you want it nice and warm and kind of comfort food, have it in the winter. In the spring, just have it room temperature. In the summer, have it cold out of the refrigerator. The sauce stays. This is one of those great freezer kind of recipes. You can make a batch of this, put it in a couple of containers, really freezes well, reheats amazingly. All I do is I just take it out of the freezer and I just let it come up to room temperature on the counter. I don't have to reheat or anything. All right, so now we're gonna plate it. Oh my God, this looks amazing. It's really, really messy, so be careful, you're gonna get it all over the place, but not bad at all. Gonna have to wipe the edge of the plate a little bit, but it wouldn't be the first time. It's definitely not going to be the last. All right, so give your guests a nice heaping portion. Now, you can garnish it with whatever you want. You can use sesame seeds, you can use green onion scallions, or what I like to use some peanuts, some chopped peanuts right over the top. Some nice cilantro, because remember, this is a Thai-inspired dish, so they're all crazy with the cilantro, and another favorite of mine, some lime. Right over the top. Now, there's jalapeno in the recipe, and it does make the sauce kind of spicy. If you really like to kick up the heat a little bit, take some red pepper flake with you. All right, so I'll see you guys at the table. I'm gonna have a very special guest test this out. I hope it goes well. All right, so we got my mom and Troy for a little bit of a taste test. But just to kind of set the level at 0 here, we're going to find out just what my mom's culinary tastes really are so we know what we're dealing with. All right, Mom, we're going to do a little word association about food.
Okay.
Arby's.
My favorite.
Wendy's.
Definitely.
Pizza.
Yes.
Chinese food.
I'll take Chinese food.
The little frozen bagel bite things.
I eat them all the time.
Okay, so now you know what we're dealing with and what you're getting into. All right, Mom, give it a taste. Sometime today.
Oh, Rob, you're making this on your cooking show?
Mom, what the
Oh, God.
What's the matter with you? You couldn't fly?
Oh, my tongue again.
Jesus, no wonder why my father drank. All right, so we're here with my buddy Frank and Troy, and we're gonna do a little test. So Frank, how long have we known each other?
Probably going about 20 years. About 12 years, actually.
About 12, yeah. So you knew me when I was about 320 pounds.
At least, yeah.
And I had all kinds of food recommendations for you then, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now that I'm a little bit more skinny, I got another recommendation for you. This is a Thai-inspired peanut spicy zoodle.
A zoodle?
A zoodle. A zoodle is a zucchini noodle that you put through a little machine or a little device and it comes out like noodles. Kind of saves you on the carbs with pasta and all.
Oh, was it like chicken in there too?
No, it's actually tofu.
Tofu?
Yeah, you know I don't eat chicken.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no. So, why don't you give it a taste and let us know what you think?
Has your mom tried this?
No.
No?
No.
So I'm the first one?
Oh, yes, you are.
Okay.
Give it a shot. What do you think?
It's pretty good.
So you're a meat eater. If I gave you that,
A little spicy?
getting a little hit of the jalapeno back of your throat.
Yeah,
there?
not bad.
Not bad. A little red pepper flake on the top of your tongue.
Wow.
So if I told you this came from a restaurant, would you believe me?
No, yeah, I would definitely order it too.
You see? So it's not that hard to make.
I can finish this?
Please do. It's not that hard to make decent, kind of healthy food with a little bit of naughtiness to it in your own home. You all right, boy? All right, so thanks for checking us out and be on the lookout for more Life with Rob Brazius. Thanks for sharing your time with us.